Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's competition between the McIntosh Chiefs and the Jonesboro Partners. At this time, if you please stand as the colors are presented this evening by the Jonesboro Junior ROTC. Remain standing as we join in the national anthem by All-State Softball and Goodwill Ambassador, Hadley Melman. First for the visiting McIntosh Chiefs, number 2, Sean Nichols. Number 5, Cam Lyons. Number 15, Calvin Sitsa. Number 22, Cooper Wilhanchik. And number 32, Burke Berry. The Chiefs are coached by Coach Easel. Again, the McIntosh Chiefs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on your feet. This is where highlight reels are made. This is where we're taken to the next level. This is where toughness is mandatory. This is our game. This is our time. This is our house. This is Jonesboro. Number 2, Wayne Thomas. Number 3, Jared Rogers. Number 4, Jaden Hall. Number 12, Marcus Dunn. And number 23, Nate Adams. The Cardinals are coached by Coach Nelson, ladies and gentlemen, your Jonesboro.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jonesboro High School. Glad to have everybody with us here tonight. Going to be a lot of fun. It's loud and noisy in here, so we're going to have a little fun getting started here. I got Butch Prosser next to me tonight. How you doing today, Coach?
Good, good. Glad to be here.
I'm glad they can't play this music all the way through the games.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to hear anything at this point. All right, let's get ready for the tip. We'll have plenty of time to go over the stats and where everybody's sitting at right now. But right now we're going to get playing. Jonesboro in the white, McIntosh in the green. Jonesboro came off a great victory this past Tuesday night against Warner Robins. Overtime victory against the 4th team in the state. Great steal across court. Number 2 for McIntosh, taking it all the way down. Not able to. Call out of bounds on Jonesboro.
Nice
from a matchup perspective, last time we talked, these two teams played. It seemed like 300 years ago.
Yes, and McIntosh had a real hard time scoring that night.
Yeah. Around they go. They're trying to set some type of offense up. We don't have any stats on McIntosh. They kind of keep that close to their belt. So they did not post it on Max Prep, so I can't tell you if they got a good three-point shooter or not. But he's going to head and start the game off with a 3 right there. Number 3 for McIntosh. This is McIntosh's final game of the season. The next time they'll be playing is at Stars Mill in the region tournament. They're sitting at a record of, if I'm not mistaken, 13-9, 6-5 in region play. Jump ball. Possession error goes to Jonesboro.
McIntosh.
So being that these two teams could play each other in the region tournament, Coach, I'm going to ask you this question. What do you think? Do you plan for that, or you just say, okay, we're going to go about? I mean, right now it's a must-win for Jonesboro if they still want to buy to get into the state.
Yeah, you've got to play. You don't play to get in the tournament or to seed for seeding purposes. You're trying to win right now. Especially Jonesboro, they need them, getting that number 1 seed and getting the bye this time of year really helps, gets your legs back under you, and it's really
nice.
important.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice in the sense that if you are the 1 seed, you do get that bye.
Right.
So, inbounds. Dunn with a quick chance to go to the line to shoot 2. First team foul for for McIntosh. Appreciate everybody tuning in with us tonight.
That was a real nice entry pass by Jonesboro, and then a nice strong move by Dunn to the basket.
He's able to drain both. Start off early. We shoot right around 70%. Dunn's a sophomore, so he's getting himself acclimated very quickly here the last 5-6 games of the season. Straight down the lane, not going to call the charge. They're going to go ahead and get the basket right there. And I definitely wouldn't look at this as a trap game, but I tell you from a coach's perspective, you got to be a little nervous in the sense that you want to take care of business to continue to do what you're doing, getting ready for the region tournament.
Yeah, it's important for Jonesboro, and they'll have to play well. This region's pretty wide open. It's true that on any given night in this region this year, anybody can beat anybody.
I would agree.
It's going to be a toss-up. Region tournament should be very interesting.
When we get to this next break, we'll talk a little bit about the pairings that possibly could be potential. And just like that, it's a 7-2 ball game. McIntosh has come out shooting. This is their first chance to be at Jonesboro's gymnasium. So it's a brand new gym shooting at. They're not used to it. They're not going to call a foul of that. They're just going to let them play. Dishes it back out. That's actually number 5, not number 3 when I called him earlier. Halfway through the first quarter here. Wow.
McIntosh doing a real good job in the half-court offense. They're very patient and looking for the good shot. Jonesboro seems to be a little tight tonight.
Ten to 2 early in the first quarter. Roughly about 3 minutes and some change remaining. I'm Bo McMichael with Butch Prosser here, Score 58 Network, bringing you some Jonesboro basketball on a Friday night. Nice rainy Friday for everybody here in Georgia. I've had about enough of those.
Yeah, miserable outside today.
The only thing I got going for me is not football season.
Yes, luckily we're inside in a beautiful, beautiful place.
Rebound, 24 into the game. Minifield. And I have a feeling that off the mark again. They can't hit anything. And it was a lot like that on Tuesday towards the end of the fourth quarter in overtime. They just did enough to get away. Wow.
Yeah.
Going to call a timeout here. Did McIntosh call that timeout?
No.
It was Jonesboro. He didn't get up, so I couldn't see it on that part.
Yeah, Jonesboro called that one.
When we talk about the matchup, both of these this is a region game. We have one more region game tomorrow at home at 3:30 versus Stars Mill. but it's a 15-7 record and a 13-9 record playing off against the region 8-2 and 6-5. Realistically, they played early in the season. It was right around November 17th, if I'm not mistaken. On the back of my mind was. But it definitely is going to lay out for a very interesting thing with the region tournament, like we were talking about. Back we go, 13-2 here. So, Coach, why do you call a timeout like that when it's 13-2?
Well, you're trying to stop the momentum for McIntosh, and they have all the momentum right now. Jonesboro's thrown up some real quick shots and not some very good shots, and there they took it to the basket and got an easy two. I'm sure Coach Melman's talking about how their defense or lack thereof so far. The first time these two teams played, Jonesboro's defense was outstanding. A quick shot by McIntosh.
And you really don't want to stop McIntosh. If you're McIntosh, you want to continue to shoot because things are going in.
Right. And a lot of times early in these games, McIntosh came out playing with a lot of emotion, and if you can get through the first little bit, then you can settle and steer the ship and get on course where you need to be.
Because just like that, you call the timeout, and this is the push that he was hoping to get.
Yeah.
Turnover favors Jonesboro.
Yeah. They scored 6 quick points.
13-8, 1 minute remaining here in the first quarter. Off the mark again. And the refs have definitely swallowed their whistle.
Yeah, they're not going to call much anything.
They don't want to call anything, which is fine with me. I'm not a field goal. I mean a free throw shooting person. So going to get a quick timeout here by McIntosh.
Yeah, McIntosh trying to do the same thing. They've given up 6 straight points, and have really their offense was being very patient, and they've come down and thrown up some quick shots that weren't real good shots right now.
And I wouldn't say anything that they've shot down here on their side of the court, meaning McIntosh. It wasn't something that were they pushing it or anything in that direction. Jonesboro's come out and fast break points. Yeah, from a transitional perspective.
Yeah, Jonesboro pushes the ball well, and McIntosh is capable, but McIntosh is better in the half court if they will slow down and make Jonesboro really have to play good defense. And they've gotten into the rhythm of throwing one pass and shooting the ball, and that's not what they're not gonna be very successful doing that. Nice inbounds play by Jonesboro. Good strong move there by McIntosh.
Here we go to line number 22.
Yeah, you pronounce his last name.
No, I'm not going there, man. Hey, my name's Bo. So, I mean, your name's Butch.
Exactly.
There's not a lot of,
Yeah, not a lot of vowels in there.
Yes. I'm just glad I don't have to, yes. You're just asking me to get tongue-tied and announce-wise? No, I'm good. Hats goes off to when that announcing comes and people are able to actually pull that off and say those. Yes.
They have practice, I guess.
He makes both. Pushes the lead to 15-10, 30 seconds remaining. We'll let the band play us in the transition between the first and the second quarter here. I am definitely impressed with their defense, meaning McIntosh.
McIntosh is playing great defense tonight. Jonesboro scores on a loose ball. Don't know how much time's on the clock.
Off the mark. And with that, we'll take a pause here, let the band play us a little bit, and we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to a great first quarter, 15-12. Kind of surprising. I will say surprised based on records, based on home, a Friday night. And it's 15-12 in favor of McIntosh.
Well, and especially after the last time these two teams played, McIntosh really had a hard time scoring.
Oh, they did. I mean, I can remember the third quarter was agonizing.
Yeah, they scored 2 points, I think.
I mean, average point-wise, McIntosh this season's averaging about 55 points a game. Jonesboro's right around 60. Overall-wise, I mean, each quarter they're averaging roughly about 12 points a quarter for both teams. So, Dunn defense is up against McIntosh's 13.
Nice
they're getting
move.
away. I like that move from that. Just because they know if you play Jonesboro enough, they know they get set up for the charge. That's what they work on defensively. If you're going to come through the lane, and he slid over to the right, it was a nice little play. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound, back out to Quinn.
Rebound.
Count it. Against your alma mater last Saturday, Mount Zion. I'll say alma mater in the sense that you coached there for many years. Quinn, 6 3-pointers. They had to sit the starters in the fourth quarter. They put on 89 to about 42.
Ooh.
It was
ugly out there.
It was. It was. They reached 64 points at halftime, and they just couldn't miss anything they were shooting. I mean, it was just one of those games.
Yeah. Well, that used to be a battle with Jonesboro and Mount Zion.
(19-17), 6:30 and some change remaining here in the second quarter. I'm Bowman Michael with Butch Prosser. Sorry for leaving the sponsor piece up there. We'll get the scoreboard back up and running. Got a good crowd watching us right now. Finally, we're going to get a foul called. Lost an arm and a leg going in there.
Yeah. Yeah, assault and battery on that one.
Jared Rogers, nope. Number 3, yes, Jared Rogers to come in. And Jared shoots roughly about 80% from the line. Misses the first. I jinxed him by saying he shoots 80% from the line. Right at the 6-minute mark. Glad to have everybody with us here on a wonderful Friday night. We'll be back here live tomorrow at 3:30. We'll be a little bit earlier because it's senior day. Misses both. Not fun at all that you missed both.
Go the basket.
Get in there, 21. Pump fake.
Oh, my goodness.
Back out. Nate Adams with the rebound over to Quint. Lowe's back in the game, number 1. I don't think you can do that. You can't pass it to yourself, man.
Yeah, you can't throw it to yourself. That's a good move, but
these rules that they keep implementing in these games, man, where you can't pass to yourself. (19-17). McIntosh still with the lead here. A hard pass across court where he's probably 5 feet from him.
That was a great catch.
Gets his own rebound.
Yeah, McIntosh has no inside presence. They're 5 out.
I mean, they are all on the outside. Out of bounds. Jonesboro basketball. They're both looking at each other. It's Jonesboro basketball. They're going to say it was touched by Jonesboro. They both just staring at each other. Nobody's willing to call that call or nothing.
Nobody makes a call.
Now, from an offensive perspective, Coach, why would you set everybody in the perimeter like that and not try to bring anybody inside?
Well, they don't have a lot of height, number 1, and I guess they're all shooters, and so they're trying to open up some space and give some guys a chance to get to the basket without the big people for Jonesboro defending in there. Yeah, they make great entry passes, and they can't do anything with it. Oh, my goodness, they missed 3.
Finally, and one, count it. Well, the catch is, you got Jonesboro sitting on the floor right now, 2 6'4s. And Minifield, who's a freshman coming in, number 24 right here, he's sitting at 6'1", and you got Nate Adams, 23, and 12 Dunn that just stepped away.
Yeah, they've got some good size in there. They're long. It's not just that they're tall. They have a good wingspan. I believe our stats are wrong on 24. He's bigger than 6'1".
What's his weight? How much 24 weigh?
170.
That's just bones.
Yeah.
That's got to figure out, get him and Nate Adams both sitting at 170, 6'4" and 6. I mean, goodness gracious. A good gust of wind, take them straight over.
Yeah.
22-19. 4 minutes and some change remaining here in the second quarter. This is Score 58 Network on a Friday night in Jonesboro. We've got Bo and Butch calling the game with the Chiefs of McIntosh up by 3, 22-19. Good hustle. Reversing turnover, spot up 3. Off the mark, rebound McIntosh. Ill-advised pass. Make you shake your head at that.
Oh, my goodness, this has gotten ugly in a hurry.
Now, are you a fan of the bounce pass or the straight chest pass? Depending, like what we were talking about there. Was that, I mean, it was ill-advised in the sense that he couldn't get it to him.
If he throws a bounce pass there, they're probably going to get through. People don't want to bend their back to play defense. Bounce pass is always a better option. And you've also got to know who you're throwing it to.
Yes, based on height and ability to jump.
And, it's easier to catch that bounce pass, and you don't have the arms in the way, and it bounces up to you. So
Jaden in the game, number 4. Going to call a quick foul on McIntosh.
Wow.
That'll be their 5th. Right at the 3-minute mark here, 22-19. I would like to say that McIntosh has been leading the whole game.
Yeah.
They really, and they've kept it. At halftime, you'll hear the sights and sound of the Jonesboro Pep Band.
Nice move.
Minifield in there. We haven't seen Minifield play much this year. He's kind of come on strong over the past 4 games. Ever since Martin Luther King. He's got to get some control.
That's double dribble.
Goodness gracious.
Referee's letting him play tonight. Not calling a whole lot of anything.
Yeah. He feels like a fawn being so young. He just kind of hadn't gotten used to his body. Back out to Nate, over to Jaden. Nope, all the way to Rogers. Count it. (24-22), roughly minute 30 remaining in the first half. Well,
nice.
Anything you can do, I can do better. And the battle begins, back and forth of the threes.
Too much dribbling and going nowhere.
Spot up by Jarrett again, off the mark. Minifield with the rebound. No, cannot hold the handle.
Yeah.
Oh!
That was a very nice pass. Real good look. Nice catch and finish.
And the lead continues. 27-24, 1 minute remaining here in the first half. We have a nice little ball game here. We'll see what happens in the second half. Because the only thing we learned from the last game, and I, don't know, it's always about, can you continue this momentum that you had when you sit down for 10 minutes? Going to call a quick foul, 32 seconds on the clock. Well, it's one of my favorite times of the year is what's happening next week with the region tournaments. As much as state stresses me out just because there's so much driving, everybody can go all over the place. You don't know what the brackets look like. You're trying to figure out times when people are going to play. They play at weird times during the week. But at least we get to be at least I know I'm at Stars Mill on Thursday and Friday, or at least no matter what, Thursday and Friday. If they continue to win, watch me keep talking, and Fayette County's going to end up getting the first seed.
Well, I'm sure that would please Coach Flynn down at Fayette County. Oh, man.
Jump. McIntosh, possession error.
Great defense by Jonesboro. Poor decision by the McIntosh player trying to dribble through 2 defenders.
Well, it's very interesting as well as they're playing defense, they're playing setup defense, meaning that they're not trying to play pressure.
Right.
And because they're not, whether they would be successful in that or not, they're actually playing just steady. Hey, you're going to have to make your shots. We're not going to let you. Five seconds on the clock. Over to Jaden. Look at him trying to look up and see what the clock is, like you were saying. And he gets it.
Jonesboro gets their first lead of the game.
And with that, we go to halftime. Sorry for not moving the score. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports. Got Butch Prosser here. We'll listen to the band for a little bit and be quiet, and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to play. Me and Butch were talking about Super Bowl, so we almost missed the start of the third quarter here. All right, 28-27. We're going to see very quickly what kind of third quarter these team has in their pockets, both McIntosh and Jonesboro. There was very little warming up on McIntosh's part during the halftime. Jonesboro came out with like 2 minutes to spare, 3 minutes, and they got there and started shooting around a little bit. Jaden in the game, Jared Rogers, low starts, second half. With Nate Adams and Quinn Thomas, only one big man in the group for Jonesboro.
Stepped out
and where
bounds.
the refs wouldn't blow a whistle at all, they open up the third quarter with a quick. What was that? What did they call?
Stepped out of bounds.
I thought they called a foul.
No foul. McIntosh player stepped out of bounds, dropped the pass.
Out on McIntosh, Jonesboro basketball. A reminder, 3:30 tomorrow, Jonesboro versus Stars Mill. Good steal from McIntosh, going the other way.
And then he throws it away.
Ill-advised pass, one would say. There's your whole bounce pass versus you trying to throw it higher than a 6'4" guy, and it's just not going to happen.
Really impressed by McIntosh's half-court defense tonight. They are really playing well.
I'm going to call a foul on McIntosh, number 22.
No, called a foul on Jonesboro, number 4.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to give it on?
Yeah, called a reach in.
They are.
Not sure why they called it that, but.
How'd that big man going to play that act like that was a bad from 22?
Yeah, that was.
Spot outside 3. Going to still give it to McIntosh. So Stars Mill Region Tournament, the boys will be playing Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. The girls will be playing Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We get 3 boys games on Tuesday. Block shot. The only asterisk is realistically coming down based on the amount of wins. It's either going to be Fayette County or Jonesboro with the bye.
Yeah.
I was more confident before the game started to say that it was going to be Jonesboro with the bye, but they have kept this game close, 28-27, playing good defense. All the way back out. Quinn, 3 good. (31-27).
If McIntosh ever starts shooting the basketball and making there, they will be dangerous.
Because they're doing a lot of passing.
They do a great job getting open shots, and they just can't knock them down. They did the same thing in the first game between Jonesboro and McIntosh. I bet McIntosh missed 20 little layups and putbacks, and I don't know why they just can't score. Nice move. Good, strong move to the basket.
And they went running as quickly as possible. Jared Rogers to the line to finish out this and one situation. (34-28). So what you think of the new gymnasium here at Jonesboro?
It's beautiful.
I was trying to get you over mainly because he was hoping somebody was there when he did that inside, unable to get it. I like defenses from Nate Adams, good rebounder.
Yeah,
Just want to come in there. Even though he's soaking wet 170, he's still going to try to find a way to get in there.
Yeah, he attacks the board well, keeps the ball alive.
Well, many moons ago, when Mount Zion was built, y'all had the first gym of the larger gym.
Yes.
Where it had 2 layers, and it was the premier gym of Clayton County.
Right.
I think the one thing that I'm more proud of than anything is the lights. It's just that it's bright in here and I can see.
Yes. Yeah, it kind of got dark in the old Jonesboro gym.
Top of the key, off the mark, rebound, good effort. There's your points. And just like that, it's 33-34, and that's what you wanted it to be halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, if you're McIntosh, you're playing right where they reach in foul. Right where you need to be.
What's the old saying? If you keep a team around enough,
right,
they're going to find a way.
Let them hang around.
And it's amazing. You watch a little bit of college. I don't even talk about watching NBA, but watching college, you'll get a deficit of about 15, and you're like, okay, that's still plausible to come back based on streaks and different runs from the teams. But neither one of these teams have went on that run.
No.
Tonight. And they're slowing it down, and they're not trying to keep up with the pace either.
Right. 22 is really playing well for.
Is he a senior?
Yes.
And if everything, he's going to call a walk. If everything went chalk, McIntosh would end up playing Griffin if everything kind of fell suit in the region play on Tuesday. But being 33-34, I'm not willing to say anything's going to be falling in the lines of the chalk. Fayette County is done with region play. We still have Jonesboro still has 2 games remaining tonight and tomorrow. A lot of times they leave this last week open for snow.
Right.
And so either that or if you have to cancel a game because of one thing or another. So these actually 2 games inside, no good. Dunn tries to push it up, going to call a foul.
He's a moose inside. He is a big, strong young man.
If I'm Coach Floyd, I'm trying to figure out how number 12 can play on my football team.
Oh, exactly. I would be in here every night recruiting him.
Yes. And I would just find a way to get 23 and 24 in the gym, in the weight room that's underneath back there in that back corner being the new gymnasium. 12 with the first, good. (35-33). Makes both. Right at the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. I'm Bowman Michael with Butch Prosser bringing you Score 58 network basketball here. Jonesboro versus McIntosh, our region matchup. Ill-advised pass is able to save it, yes. Back out. He'd been sitting there for a while waiting for that. Out of bounds. Still McIntosh basketball. 36-33, 3-point lead for the Cardinals of Jonesboro. Now, the years that you played at Mount Zion, who was your rival? Was it Jonesboro? Being this close?
Jonesboro was always a rival. Lovejoy, because we both started at the same time. And then Mara, because they were the premier program in the state at the time when Mount Zion opened. Yeah, it was always interesting to come to Jonesboro. It was always guaranteed a packed house.
Yes. Well, there wasn't a lot of. It was a small gym.
Right.
And how are they gonna call that? They said he tripped him. He just got tangled up. Bowden just got tangled up, and they're going to call a foul on that. 38-33. Here in the third, 1 minute remaining. And it's a night and day game from Tuesday. Tuesday, Warner Robins had the athletes in the sense of, from an athletic perspective, they were blocking shots left and right. Spot up three, no good. Almost got the tip in. Oh, he didn't want to. I wanted him to slow it down deep, off the mark. 30 seconds remaining.
Boy, the referees are definitely
they are eating their whistles.
Oh,
they are like, hey, they got somewhere to be, I guess. 8:30, they're trying to be out of here by 9 o'clock. They do not want to call the foul.
No, on either end of the floor,
no.
too, and that's the.
But then they want to call a trip.
Right. This will get out of hand in a hurry if they're not careful.
But no desire ever to be a referee there, Coach?
No.
Did you ever think about it?
No.
I had a guy that I used to coach with way back in the day, Babatu Willingham, off the mark. And that's going to be, I'll carry that story going into the fourth quarter. The band's going to play their last edge. We'll hand it over to the band. I'm Bo and Butch. We're Score 58 Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, starting the fourth quarter here, 38-33, Jonesboro High School. I'm Bowman Michael with my pal and confidant, Butch Prosser. Score 58 Network. They're down by 5, the biggest effort they've had so far. Here, Coach, what is McIntosh going to have to do other than make baskets? Because that's the obvious reason. And they're going to start off with a miss.
Yeah, they get the ball inside and can't score. It's absolutely amazing. I'm sure Coach Isley is going nuts.
Jaden Hall Felt like they were playing four corners there for a second, going to sit back and just hold on to the ball.
Make McIntosh have to play. Use your.
Yep. Come up and play me, or we're going to run the clock out. They're going to all out. No. Wow, he overrules him. They're more. Now, many years ago, I was up in Alpharetta filming a game, Coach, and it was a girls' game, and they went four corners. And the final score was 14-12, and they did everything in their power not to have that team score.
Yeah.
And came out and just passed it. That team was good. Alpharetta was good, and they ended up winning. But it was a hard victory when you are playing keep away, and every shot counts. 38-33, start of the fourth quarter here. I don't want to call it a must-win for Jonesboro, but if they want to get into the state tournament without having to win a game in the region tournament, this is a game they have to have.
Yeah, it's real important for them. You know, the rest really helps, especially with them playing tonight and tomorrow night, and then, you know, if they have to turn around and play on Tuesday, that's a quick turnaround.
And deal with that pressure of if you lose, you're done.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Nate Adams will go to the line to shoot. Nate's the lowest percentile. He shoots right around 63% from the free throw line. If there's a person you want to foul on the team, that's the 63% free throw shooter. Makes the first.
Well, that one looked smooth.
Now definitely try to clear your schedule if you can next Thursday and Friday. Hang out at Stars Mill. Misses the second, able to get the rebound. Five team fouls for McIntosh, 3 for Jonesboro. It's been nice to say that we haven't said the word bonus all game.
Oh, yeah.
No, but a basketball good steal by Jared. Jared's going to take it all the way in, getting fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. But the coach that I was talking about, he was a football coach, but also coached basketball and went to coach girls basketball and boys at Mundy's Mill for a while. But now he's taking on being a referee for football, Division III, Division II, NCAA, but also trying to get him to the ACC, but also does basketball every now and then. But mostly he doesn't want to have anything to do with basketball.
Oh, yeah, the coaches are too close.
Yeah. And you only got 3, at least with your whole squad of football, you got more than that. Looks like McIntosh is going to call a quick timeout here. (41-33). .5:47 remaining. I'm surprised the band didn't start blaring during the timeout, but just to make it a little bit more difficult for McIntosh to hear what's going on. We are getting close to the bonus here for Jonesboro with McIntosh having 6. Appreciate all the sponsors been rolling their names throughout the game. We'll be live here roughly probably about, give or take, 3:15. As soon as the Lady Panthers and Lady Cardinals finish their game, they're going to do senior day, and we're going to make sure we broadcast for those people that can't attend it or cannot attend it. How do you feel about the sponsorships on the floor?
It's nice. Gym is really clean, and you don't have all the.
And I don't want to. give a good 2 points for McIntosh. The Cardinal, I would have liked to have been a little bit more fiercer, but it really looks like a Cardinal.
Yeah.
It's like somebody said, hey, I want to put a Cardinal going through, and I'm thinking, that Cardinal's on steroids if it's getting through the brick wall, but that's what a Cardinal looks like.
Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful facility.
Well, underneath, between the locker rooms under here, girls' locker rooms over there, men's locker rooms under here, weight rooms in the back with pretty much a full layout for everything from managers and trainers and so forth, but also classrooms and nice and the coach's office. I'm more excited for Jonesboro football that they actually have a weight room now, not a shed that they had football in. 41-35. Right at 4 minutes and some change remaining. Wow. Well, they're going to try to make it close here.
Yeah, you got to play some defense there. That was a lapse on someone's part. There was no defense. Just opened up and gave the McIntosh player a straight drive to the basket.
Rebound McIntosh. They want to get some subs in. He's going to go ahead and call a quick timeout.
Hmm.
37-41.
That was kind of an interesting timeout. They had numbers going down the floor. I guess Coach Isley needed to get his subs in the game rather than score 2 points. But,
I know, and I couldn't understand that on that part, and to burn a timeout other than he was feeling really needed to be able to put that in there. 4:11 on the clock, 41-37. A very tight ball game here. Probably if I was talking at the beginning of the game thinking, hey, if we had time, but we jumped straight into the game of what I thought the outcome was is not this. This is I don't want to think from a Jonesboro perspective they're overlooking and they're thinking they beat a fourth team in the state on Tuesday. Yeah. They're playing this game Friday. They got a game tomorrow afternoon at 3:30. But it's good to almost play a back-to-back because that's what you're going to have to look at anyways with region tournament coming up.
Well, it's easy sometimes to get kind of full of yourself when you beat a number 4 team in the state. And you start reading the newspapers and listening to everybody talk about how good you are. And these kids are 15, 16, 17 years old. It's real easy.
Right. Quick steal. Turnover. Points go to McIntosh. Draws within 2. 41-39, 3:30 on the clock. I'm Bo McMichael with Butch Prosser. Jonesboro versus McIntosh here, region play. I would not want to get near that back line. That just makes me nervous.
Turnover. Yeah, McIntosh is really doing a good job.
When you're all the way that far up on the beak like that in the eye, it just, he probably walked. Nate, spot up jumper, no good, and they went ice cold. 41-39, 3 minutes remaining. This possession for McIntosh is a key. If they're able to actually get this game back to 0, the momentum definitely is already shifting. Okay, no, they just let him wide open down the lane.
All of a sudden, Jonesboro's defense is really suspect. They're kind of getting out of the way, and everybody's trying to block shots, and nobody's playing good defense.
And nothing shows a defense how good your defense is when you play against another team's defense that's on point, trying to force you to make a shot because they can't get that ball inside, meaning Jonesboro-wise, to get it in to make the shot. And they've really – I think we've had maybe 3 3-pointers this whole game. It's been limited, and Jonesboro doesn't really live and die by the 3, but they definitely enjoyed their 3-pointers. Number 2 is their main 3-point shooter. He's able to drain it, get it to a 1-point ball game here. 2:45 on the clock. It's 40-41. Back up to Jaden to reset. But good defense across the ball.
Well, McIntosh defense has been really good tonight.
And just like that, you get caught up in the dribble.
Yes. That was a great defensive play.
So he said he grabbed the ball, got possession, called timeout, McIntosh
right.
basketball.
Very smart play, very good defense. Great defense on that series for McIntosh.
All right, so I'll ask this question, 41-40. When you have a stifling defense like this, to turn the table and talk a little bit Jonesboro-wise, what do you need to do offensively when a man is that close, or when on the defender is literally just not? I mean, they're not even getting to. As soon as the ref sees it, they're doing the 5-second count.
Well, Jonesboro is spread out and looking to, I guess, give some space for their guards to penetrate, but McIntosh is they're basically playing a zone with man principles. They're just standing there watching as Jonesboro runs around, and Jonesboro keeps getting farther and farther away from the basket. That time the guy did a great job putting pressure on the ball to create that turnover. Jonesboro needs to look inside. They've got tremendous size inside, and they really haven't made any attempt to get it inside.
Big possession. McIntosh can take the lead with a score. Turnover, Jonesboro dishes out to Hall. Hall the way in. Layup good. Transition points 43-40. A minute 45 remains.
Well, that was a big turnover.
What we got going on here? He wasn't going to touch that. They could have the coronavirus. I can't even pronounce that virus.
Yeah, just pick it up and throw it away. Come on,
what?
Somebody will get it.
Inbounds we go. Right at 90 seconds remaining in the ball game. Could have walked right there. I would have called a walk. Gave a double step. Good dish. Layup in. And we got a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Sit tight. Nobody go anywhere. It's 42-43. Very curious to see how things are going to play out here.
Oh, steal by McIntosh.
Quick steal could take the lead right here with that, and they do. Just like that, it's 44-43. 1 minute remains. In the game. And another ill-advised turnover. It almost feels like coach is going to let them play through. 46-43. Nate jumped from the top of the lane, misses it, back out to Dunn. Makes it 45-46. And we have been going nonstop for 37 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Jonesboro got real sloppy with the ball, 2 possessions in a row. Wow.
Now, is Coach Melman frustrated? And that's why when they were going back, he was just going to let them play back and forth, not trying to – I mean, when you call a timeout, you're either trying to stop something or you want to put a play in play.
Yeah, McIntosh went to sleep on the last steal and scored, and then he had the numbers. If
he went ahead and let it play through.
Right, let him play through. If McIntosh had been back to play defense, he probably would have called a timeout to get something set up. Instead, they got down and got a quick basket, and so now who knows?
So what do you do here? Do you foul? I mean, you still got. I mean, you got 2 more fouls before they can go to the line.
Yeah, I don't know
or
if
you
you
play
would foul.
pressure.
You're going to pressure right here. They'll look like they're set up to run their full court pressure. McIntosh usually does a real good job on this, but we'll see what happens. I think it's a little early to foul right now, but
Quick timeout from McIntosh. Me and you both are just staring, watching that, trying to figure out that both of us
well, the guy he never looked up the floor. He caught the ball the kid from McIntosh caught the ball and just held it. He didn't look to.
Well, once he got in that midcourt, you're exactly right, and picked that ball up, that was it.
Yeah, he didn't know what to do, so.
A reminder, we'll be live here tomorrow. Please come and join us. Senior Day. If you hadn't had a chance to check out the gym, this is the opportunity to do that.
And what a beautiful gym. Everybody needs to come out and see this place.
Well, it's definitely a soft opening. I mean, we've been here, it feels like this is my maybe 9th game in here since in January. That's all it's been. It's 45-46. Inbounds we go. And good movement right there.
Right, look up the floor. Oh, a stupid play by the McIntosh kid.
17.
Oh, what a play. I mean, oh my goodness.
17 seconds, timeout called.
Oh my, what a turnover. Those will just absolutely kill you. There's no need for that. Get the ball back out, run the clock. If you got a wide open layup, great, but if it's contested, get it out and go. And they were doing a great job running the clock, and all of a sudden, wow. Now here, Jonesboro, I expect them to attack the basket since they will be shooting the 1-and-1, so certainly they will attack the basket. I would be surprised if they don't.
Now, when they call a timeout down here, are they going to inbounds it?
No, they get it
go
where
all the
they
way back
call
underneath.
timeout.
Okay.
Yes.
As I watch the Mr. Referee backing up.
Yeah. And boy, 22 is for McIntosh. He played such a good basketball game, and that was just a mental error. Get caught up in the moment, looking to be the hero instead of doing what we're supposed to do.
And passed it back out and start playing, because you're playing keep away. That's the goal.
Right.
Here we go. Jaden Hall takes us up, 15 seconds on the clock. This is a winner.
Oh. He lost the ball, turned it over.
And with 9 seconds to go, we're going to play the fouling game and see if we can play the keep away at the same time.
My goodness.
It has all turned sideways here at Jonesboro. It definitely looks like 7 seconds. He drains both of them. It's still a 3-point ball game.
Well, they've still got 2 more fouls before they get to the bonus, so.
Six seconds. One more. Now, over the time period of filming for Jonesboro, I cannot tell you that I've really ever seen them lose at home. And this looks definitely promising for a loss and then a loss with Fayette. So, I mean, it's definitely a different environment. Granted, you haven't played home in a while, but it just came, McIntosh's game plan of literally defense up, making sure they're playing defense, and making sure that when Jonesboro had the ball, they were not going to let them have any easy shots.
Right. Right. And McIntosh executed their defense to a T tonight.
Makes the first. In many ways, you want him to drain it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're going to call a timeout anyways. 45-47. 45-47, 4.2s, plenty of time to do something. What is the head coach from McIntosh talking about?
No time went off the clock. Yeah, something's got to go off.
Right. The ball went down, and granted, they're going to run the clock. I mean, it's
right. I mean, that's as quick as that was, but still, that's.
Coach Floyd from Jonesboro chimed in. My phone, I had to restart my phone. Dunn and Bowden are both starters on defense. So for the football team. So
good.
I guess he was like took a sense of if they're not playing, they need to be playing.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, they're good-looking kids.
Here we go, 4.2 seconds remaining. Do appreciate everybody tuning in with us here tonight. Been a fun game to watch, not a long game. Anything gets done in 90 minutes I'm happy about from a basketball perspective. This is with a team that plays really good defense. It's just Jonesboro's no more timeouts. Got to get it in. 3, 2, 1. And that's the ball game.
Holy cow.
Jonesboro goes down here at their new gymnasium. Lost to the McIntosh Chiefs 45-47. Great win for McIntosh. Really a game changer. If you're Fayetteville, you're kind of smiling from ear to ear and feeling a little lucky.
Oh, yeah, Coach Flynn will be happy to hear this news tonight.
There's definitely a possibility. Everything kind of plays into it for a Tuesday night. Well, Coach, appreciate you joining in. We'll let the band play us out. Take care of yourselves tonight. Be safe. We'll see you tomorrow.